On the bench today, a Kenwood TS-820 Sugar, because it's got the digital display built into it. This radio was part of a lot that I received. Carry handle was taken off for shipping. In a bit of a messy state, but I've already given it a quick wipe down. And I've not done any power-ups yet. I have no idea how this radio is going to go. So without further ado, over to the Variac for a slow power-up. Coming alive. Okay, up to 240 volts. I think a possible LED conversion has been done here. Not a fan of LED conversions, but anyway. We'll see about that. This meter appears to be stuck over for whatever reason. We are receiving at least, so that's good. Okay. I think this is just going to be a RF gain adjustment, hopefully. Alright, we'll back the power off. And now we'll bring the filaments on. Once again, we'll come up slowly. No snap, crackle, pop, which is good. Don't mind my dodgy camera work. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to rip out these LEDs. Okay. Do we have bias? Idling bias. We do. Do we have drive? We do. Should be over here. Okay, can we dip the plate? Yes. Definitely going to have to look at this AGC circuit. AGC, RF gain, whatever. Okay, so I'm getting 20 watts of output under tune. And you see, I can tell with these LEDs because of how they're flashing in the camera and the scan rate, and the camera can't keep up with that. And they've tried to pick a colour that resembles incandescent lamps, but they just aren't easy on the eyes. Anyway, can we get 100 watts? Let's go for about 200 mils. Okay, 225 milliamps always tends to bring us to spec, usually. It's giving us about 70 watts out. Okay, whoop. RF watt meter is way out of alignment. Yeah, 225. And just short of 100 watts out. Okay, so looks promising, but there is a bit of work to be done, so I'm going to get into this. What will be seconds for you is probably going to be days, possibly weeks for me. So I'll be right back. All right. While I was playing around, the digital display was cutting in and out, and this meter kept on pegging hard over. Without making any adjustments, not touching a single pot. All I've done is painstakingly go around the radio, undone all of these connectors, and clean them with isopropyl alcohol. Not contact cleaner, but isopropyl alcohol. Especially on the underside of the radio. There are some really hard ones to get to. Very labour intensive, very time consuming and very tedious. But just from cleaning every single one of those, we're running our calibrated signal here. S meter now returns to 0. And our AGC is working correctly in both the fast and slow positions. See that nice slow decay there? Alright, very good. I reckon now it's time to undo all of these front control knobs and get these dreadful LEDs out of here. Okay, pulling one of these apart, always such a big job. Got to get the unobtainium fluorescent digital display out of the way as well. And then we can get easy access to these lamps and change them back over to lamps. I know for some people like LEDs because never have to change them again. But LEDs actually can blow out, and it would appear as though that these ones didn't have the filtered DC mod done to them, hence that very schizophrenic flicker that they had that was driving me crazy. What I do is I get these 12-volt lamps that will last for a very long time because the lamp supply in here is 8 volts. So I'll get to work and change those out. Now, of course, while I'm at it, give all these controls a good soak in isopropyl alcohol. I'll just let them soak for a little bit and give them a good scrub afterwards. I've also noticed that some of it appears as though they did change out the main high voltage plate supply capacitors with originals. Soldering underneath is quite tidy. I'm in two minds about whether I'll leave this as is or if I'll go into my supply and change them out, but they are working properly. The screen supply caps were also changed out on the other side as well onto a terminal tie strip. And the job with that wasn't too bad. Alright, let's check this out. Our new lamps are in. No more flickering because of the scan rate on the camera, and much easier on my eyes as well. That soothing, warm, analog glow. So I'll just cut the wires and use heat shrink tubing because the tie wrap down the side here, they can be a bit painful to undo sometimes, depending on how they're done. So just as easy to slip the wire and use heat shrink tubing. And being 12-volt globes, burning at about 8 volts or thereabouts. It'll last for another 40 years. Alright, so here we go. We're doing some power testing right now. Tuned up on 40 meters. Audio, 1, 2, 3. Hello, audio. Slight delay on the receive coming back. Audio, 1, 2, 3. Hello, audio. Bit of a pop. Have a look at the power output over here. Audio, 1, 2, 3. Hello, audio. Audio, 1, 2. About 120 watts. Audio, 1, 2. I've had the circuitry changeover relay apart and cleaned the contacts on that one. This is the relay that changes the circuitry from receive to transmit, not to be confused with the antenna relay that is in there. I'll pull that guy out next. While I'm on the underside here, there's the screwdriver caps that have been changed out, going onto a tie rod there. Not the tidiest job, I don't particularly like it, but serviceable all the same, with cable ties and the tie strip there. And I guess you can't get caps in that physical size anymore, so whatever works, I guess. Okay, I'll try to catch this on camera. This can be a source of frustration for many vintage radio owners. Okay, the calibrated signal is coming in here. Transmit, audio, 1, 2. Audio, 1, 2. Hello, audio. Audio, hello, 1, 2. Audio, 1, 2, 3. Hello. It's not going to do it for me on camera. Audio, 1, 2, 3. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumped over the Kenwood TS-820S. And I was not playing ball on camera when I was trying to demonstrate the receive cutting out when I went from transmit back to receive. Is it going to do it after a longer transmission? Will it? 1, 2, 3. No, it won't. Audio, 1, 2. Oh well. It was doing it before. Maybe the relays are cleaning up as I go from receive to transmit. But anyway, yeah, there's all sorts of advice on how to clean relays. But I mean, this stuff here, if you can get a good contact cleaner, this will dissolve and destroy anything that shouldn't be on those contacts and leave a protective coating on them. I'll do the same to the changeover relay as well. Yeah. Cathode resistors have been done on this as well. You know, somebody did try to get this radio up and running and did a pretty reasonable sort of a job, but it still just wasn't quite there. So anyway, between me and the other guy, we'll make it right, eh? Alright, well the antenna relay is now cleaned. It looked like somebody had been in there before, but I found the contact cleaner to be quite gooey. So I think maybe the right sort of contact cleaner wasn't used. This stuff just effectively destroys anything that shouldn't be there. It's actually interesting to watch what happens if you get like a very greasy part and squirt this stuff over it in a little pan and just watch it all dissolve away. Very good stuff to use. You can get it from JCar in Australia. Anyway, before, some of the earlier video vision captured a very noisy return to receive from transmit on this. Audio, 1, 2, hello. But now it's silky smooth. Audio, 1, 2, 3. Hello, audio. Audio, 1, 2. Here. Audio, 1, 2. Audio, 1, 2, 3. This radio has some very strong tubes and great output power. It's doing this on 10 meters as well, which is the real litmus test for older rigs such as this. Audio, 1, 2. I'm going to have to find a nice front panel for this. Because by the time I'm done cleaning her up, this rig is going to be a real top performer. Audio, 1, 2, 3. So anyway, this is now going to be my life for the next probably a few days or a week or so, to make sure no intermittent problems present themselves. And I've noticed the speech processor needs an alignment as well, so I'll also get into that. Alright, I have to do a speech processor alignment because it was way off. I would love to be able to detail this step by step, but it would just be too much. I'm not a professional YouTuber with camera equipment set up on tripods and whatnot. I'm just a ham radio guy with my mobile phone trying to document my adventures. But we've got to have an audio generator, a frequency counter, and a oscilloscope. Fortunately, a digital one that can also count the frequencies as well, and go through the elaborate process to do this. A bit annoying, but it'll be worth it. I just have to correct myself as well. These pilot lights run at 12 volts, or 13 volts, as we're seeing here right now, not 8 volts. I don't know where I got that idea before, so sorry about that. Alright, well, I'm going to call this done. So we'll do a quick tune-up here, preset our controls. Silky smooth now with all the grease I put in these as well, man. Okay. Pick our drive. Do a quick dip of the plate. Come across to full power with our car carrier. Dip that plate. Come across to output power, yep. One last dip. What are we doing over here? Yeah, almost 120, that's pretty good. Alright.
We've got some storms down in South Carolina that are really creating a bunch of...
This is the Kilo Echo 5 Echo net. 7163 net.
Okay, good contact. This is Kilo Echo 5 Echo Echo. Anybody else for a call or a check-in? Are you somebody? Any relay? VK2 JKN. Okay, VK2 JKN. I'm not copying him very well. I think that might have been John. Jim, VK2 Juliet Kilo November.
Yeah, changing out these lamps, changing these LEDs back to lamps. The light is actually shining in both of the dials again now as well, whereas before the LED was just spraying the light out in one direction. LEDs tend to be very two or one-dimensional. Proper lamps will shine in all directions and light everything up properly.
Yeah, it was, Dan. Yep. I'm just getting in here. Okay, you want to make a call? Oh, why not? Let's see, I'm pointed south there. Let's try Lance. Anyway, we want to 43-year-old go back in the mode. You said Joel was in there? I didn't hear Joel. Where's Joel? I'm here. Good on you there. And you're 5'9" plus 5. So, yeah, beautiful. This is hello from New Zealand to you, Roger.
The IF shift on these is beautiful.
You're right on the 9 here, 5 and 9 here into northwest South Carolina. Good to work you again, Lance. Always good to hear you in here. Actually, the strongest signal out of New Zealand.
It's a big signal.
Out of New Zealand for the last couple weeks here. So anyway, good stuff down there. I was online and saw your hex beam. That's nice. That you've been able to get 40 meters on a hex beam. Hopefully that holds up for you for many years. 7-3 Lance from South Carolina, W3UX.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, that's just a temporary antenna. The new one's going to be 3-element. I'm going to do an E antenna, 3-element.
W3UX, always a huge signal. Anyway, I'll probably cover some cosmetic bits in a separate video. I did go around this with some polish and get off the surface level marks as much as I could, but I will get some closely matched paint and go over these and some other Kenwood stuff as well. I might do a separate video. I might even see if I can take out this serial number in here as well. And it really annoys me when I find this. I don't know why people can't just write down the serial numbers of their gear and they have to engrave stuff in, but anyway. Yes, electrically, this has turned out to be one of the best 820s I've ever seen, actually. It's come up really, really nicely. So, with that, thanks for watching. This is VK3USA, VK2XXL. Andrew signing off with another radio refurbished and ready to live on.